everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tastefully Balanced. I'm Miriam. For my next summer meal prep episode, I am featuring burgers. Burgers is the quintessential item that you must have every summer, so I thought it was perfect for this meal prep. If you guys love burgers and meal prepping, please subscribe and keep watching. All right, welcome back. So let's go ahead and first start off with breakfast. So I've been showing you many egg recipes. So this week I wanted to do something a little bit different. And so I decided to make some banana breakfast cookies. That's what I'm gonna call them. I drew inspiration from Skinny Taste, but then I kind of made it my own by adding some different things to it. So I had a bunch of really ripe bananas that I wanted to use. So I just went ahead and cut those into little pieces and put it in a bowl. Then I added about a cup of rolled oats. I wanted to use just all old-fashioned rolled oats, but unfortunately ran out, so I did add some steel cut oats too, but I didn't really notice a difference, so I don't know, I kind of liked it. And then I added some other ingredients like some chopped pecans and then some cacao nibs that I got from Trader Joe's a while ago, and then these Lily dark chocolate bits that are actually sweetened with stevia. A little bit on the pricier side, I won't deny it, but it was delicious, and I just like that it's not as high in calories and it's a little bit better for you than the regular chocolate chips. So that is it. I just mixed that all up together, and then I lined a baking tray with my Silpat mat and put about 1 tablespoon size of the mixture at a time. And then in a 350-degree oven, you bake for about 15 to 16 minutes. And that's it. That was going to be breakfast. I took about 3 to 4 of these cookies for breakfast, along with my green smoothie, which I'll link below in the description box because I do like to make that fresh in the morning. And that was breakfast. It's delicious, it's easy, and honestly takes no time at all. All right, next up for lunch, I knew I wanted to do one thing, and that was to use up the abundance of zucchini that I had. My parents gave me some, I bought some from the farmer's market, and so my one goal for the meal prep this week was to make sure and use up all of my zucchini. So what I did was I shredded the entire batch of zucchini that I had. After shredding it, which by the way took forever, even with the box shredder, I went ahead and soaked out all of the juice. You can do it with a strainer, you can do it with a towel. All I did was take a strainer, put all of my zucchini in it, and then just press down as much as I could to get rid of as much of the moisture. If you know anything about zucchini, you know that it releases a lot of liquid when you cook it. So I wanted to make sure that I prevent that from happening so that I can control how much liquid goes into my dish. So now what to do with the zucchini? I thought it would be perfect to make a risotto, and I know that Laura Vitale, one of my favorite YouTubers, makes a dish that is a delicious zucchini risotto. Now I wanted to make mine a tiny bit healthier because, you know, she loves her butter, and I wanted to add some soy chorizo. Now it's a little bit of a spin-off from her original recipe, which I will link below, but you know, that's what cooking is all about. So what I did first was just take a big old pot, put some garlic and onion in it, and then I threw in my zucchini, all of it. I wanted it to get nice and caramelized, and after it was caramelized, I went ahead and added in my soy chorizo, and I added a whole entire package of it that I get from Trader Joe's. Of course, I show this soy chorizo all the time. Then I just went ahead and mixed it all together. When I felt like a lot of the liquid from the zucchini was gone, I added my whole entire package of risotto that I bought from Trader Joe's and kind of fried that up a little bit to give it a little bit of color. And then I added in my liquid to cook the risotto in. I added just water and then added this vegetable paste that I got from the store. It's kind of like that better than bouillon chicken paste that you get, just the vegetable version of it. So then it's kind of like I'm adding vegetable stock to my risotto to cook. And then you'll just wait and let the risotto cook for a good 10-15 minutes. Even though risotto is a pasta, I feel like the dish needs to be nice and creamy when it's a risotto. So then I just added some Parmesan cheese. Now you can leave out the Parmesan cheese, which would make this dish entirely vegan, but it's definitely vegetarian otherwise if you do add the Parmesan cheese. And that's it. That was going to be lunch throughout the week. I was so excited. This makes such a huge batch too, so it's perfect that it's for my husband and I, and we can have it all 5 days throughout the week. And one thing I will note too is my husband and I actually don't get really tired of eating the same food. I do have to change it from week to week because then it gets too much, but 5 days in a row is probably good enough for me. And honestly, just the headache that meal prepping saves is worth it. So anyways, thought I'd share that. Alright, so for dinner I wanted to have burgers, and to keep it on the leaner side I decided to cook up some turkey burgers. And to be completely honest, it wasn't me that grilled the burgers. I had my husband make them outside on the grill while I made some fries to go with our burgers. And I will go ahead and just put a link to the fries recipe that I've used before, and I've already shared a video on it. It's really easy. You just add a ton of seasoning and bake it in the oven. Now I do want to make an updated recipe with my air fryer, so you can look forward to that hopefully soon. But for now I just use my oven and just use the same exact ingredients that I have already shared and showed you guys before. And then for my burgers, all I did was put them on the grill, make sure and grill both sides really nicely, and then I added a slice of pepper jack cheese. Now it's a little bit odd to do this all in the beginning of the week, but for us I only made 5 at a time so that it was still not too old and that it was still kind of fresh. And what I did was I just popped the bread into the freezer so it wouldn't go bad, and cut up all of my lettuce, tomatoes, anything that I wanted to put inside of the burger, and put that in a Tupperware to just pull out when we were ready to eat. This way I just come home from work, I just kind of warm up the burger patties, the bread, put everything together, put condiments in, I've got my fries ready to go, and dinner is nice and fast, and you know, it doesn't even take 10 minutes to make because all you do is just warm things up. So perfect dinner to round up this meal prep for the summer. Alright, there you guys go. That is my 4th installment of my summer meal prep series. There is just one more to go, and then August is done. So I'll have to think of a new series for September. But until then, if you guys love meal prepping and just getting inspiration from watching others meal prep, then please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, live life tastefully balanced.